Hello, my friends. Russell Wright from networkempire.com, and it is another Network Empire newsletter. We're going to talk about the Uncensored Webinar on Friday of this week. Today is October 28th, 2015. This Uncensored Webinar is open to the public and replays are available to members only. This is going to be about the new RankBrain Artificial Intelligence SEO Ranking Factor, is what Sue wanted to talk about, and we have other team members probably going to be on that call depending upon the resources that we have available. We have a lot going on, so let me just quickly, in under 8 minutes, go over everything that's happening. First and foremost, we have new testimonials, so many endorsements and testimonials coming in from agencies and one-man shops that I had to create a news feed just for those alone. I'm having a difficult time actually managing the amount of endorsements that we have coming in because we have so many Skype rooms and support rooms. And as a result, I've gone ahead and just left them in the streaming feed here. And these are only testimonials from the Sell Blueprints first course and the $1 million business in 18 months. This is an agency development course. Okay, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme or anything like that. It's really hardcore development. We have several students who have already done very, very well with this. And what makes this unique, for those of you who might not have been exposed to Network Empire before, is that we do teach you to make money up front out of the gate, not by selling reports, but by selling blueprints. Yes, there is a distinction, and we teach that. It's a sales combination agency development course that uses the advanced technologies that we have built that create a massive distinction for yourself in the marketplace, regardless of whether you're a one-man shop or a mid-size agency. Digital marketing agency. We show you how to position, we show you how to sell, we give you lead generation methodologies, and we're pretty close to giving you actual leads, but at this time in the basic course, Sell Blueprints First, you're still responsible for generating your own lead funnel. But again, students around the world have said this is the most powerful and compelling individual agent or freelancer SEO and digital marketing training they've received, combined with the killer world-renowned Network Empire SEO and digital marketing tools. Special thanks to Mike Clay and Sue Bell, who've been really working hard on this course. And of course, I'm struggling to keep up just processing all the content. Amazing stuff, okay? We'll go over some of those testimonials and endorsements at the end of this because they're pretty amazing. Okay, this Friday's Network Empire free uncensored webinar. Just go ahead and click the banner to sign up. It's free to the public. For those of you who have not heard, the Network Empire Uncensored Webinar is our weekly webinar open to the general public, where anything goes, okay? I'm trying to get the team to limit it to 35 minutes or 45 minutes. It sometimes goes on to be an hour and 15 to an hour and a half, but these webinars have become quite popular. And part of it's because when Jimmy Kelley shows up, we have an amazing discussion about SEO. He doesn't really know when to quit in terms of withholding information, so a lot more gets out there, which is great for you guys, and I just love having him on the call. Sue Bell, of course, who's a multi-millionaire entrepreneur that I've worked with for over a decade in multiple businesses. She and I own several businesses together, and she really is the backbone behind the organizational infrastructure, the strategy and planning for software architecture, and she and I have invented the Network Empire suite of tools, along with Matt DeCruz. Jimmy Kelley has contributed massively in the invention of the social explosion, automatic backlink and power technology that we have. So if you have any questions on any of those items, do please contact me on Skype at ThemeZoom, and of course we'll put you in the appropriate room. Also, we have a fanatical support desk that is here to help you every day. Okay, so in these webinars, we have nothing is too taboo to discuss, more or less, and nothing is off limits. Okay, so we're enjoying these webinars. It really has allowed us a platform to remain unplugged, as well as people who aren't even in our $45 a month membership, which is what is required to see these webinars on replay and use some of our basic software tools. If you're interested in that, please do check the bottom of the page here. Okay, so let's talk about what we're going to talk about. The FAQ, probably some of you have seen, let's see if I got this linked, I do. Probably you've seen different stories coming out on search engine land. FAQ, all about the new Google RankBrain algorithm. This is probably a derivative, actually it is a derivative of some of the other technologies that they've had. And if you've read this news story, you know what we're talking about. Machine learning there's a lot of hype around it, but it is actually real. And we're going to talk to you on this webinar, the good, the bad, the ugly. We're going to have a friendly discussion. We're going to have a lot of different team members on to banter about this. And it is now definitely a ranking factor that is going to become more and more important. Okay, and I'd like to thank Search Engine Land for providing this data. We're actually going to increase, expand, and improve this article by giving it some insider content. As you know, the Network Empire team of SEOs, Sue Bell, Jimmy Kelley, Kevin Pauly is sometimes on these webinars, who's a semantic expert. When you get those kinds of minds together, you have a unique insight into Ex Machina. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie. I enjoy the movie about hard artificial intelligence, meaning the extreme form where it could lead in robotics and the rest. So I put that on there for fun. So that's going to be our topic. Just click here to sign up and you'll be enlisted. If you're already a member, basic or above, you can watch the replay. You don't have to be on demand. And if you are at networkempirebasic.com is a place that you can sign up for the monthly replays. I've got a huge stack of endorsements sitting in my inbox that I haven't had time to actually publish, saying that the membership is not expensive enough, the basic, that they were blown away by what they expected. It was misleading because it was so inexpensive. Well, we've made the basic available for those of you who maybe have not seen an extreme amount of success online. Maybe you don't have maybe you're an SEO freelancer or a digital marketer and you're just getting started. We realize that you might not be able to afford the more advanced modules and advanced software trainings that we have. So I wanted to make that available to you. Okay, and when you sign up, just keep in mind that it starts at 1 o'clock Arizona time. Okay, now we've changed the GoToWebinar technology to hopefully not confuse people so much, but Arizona is weird with time zones. It changes twice a year. So if you have any questions on that, just ask around in the Skype room. We also do drop the link when this webinar is starting to happen. Okay, last Friday's Network Empire Uncensored, the replay, yes, it is here. If you're a member, please log into Domain Authority Stacking. Are you doing it wrong? I've actually given you a link to that area. This is a private webinar, and we really enjoyed this webinar. Jimmy Kelley did debut. He was able to make this webinar. Jimmy is a very, very busy guy. He's got a lot of stuff going on, ranking for some pretty incredible things, doing some very, very big SEO work with one of our companies, and this is great to have him when he can make it. So in this training, we talked about the future of domain authority stacking. Are you doing it right? Are you doing it wrong? We get into what wrong actually is. We did have a little bit of fun at looking at topics like domain authority stacking, the good, the bad, the ugly. He gave away more tips and techniques like he always does. Sue Bell also did. Okay. Here's a great one that I actually brought up. Domain authority stacking standards. Are there any? Or isn't any? You'll see a lot of people riding on the tailwinds of a great idea, and I appreciate that. Imitation is the best form of flattery, and I really do understand that it's a powerful idea. We just coined the term and the meme and the idea, I think 2.5 years ago at Sue Bell's house as the first big Network Empire meeting when Jimmy's company and our company merged. And so really that's where the idea came, and it was purely ideas that Jimmy and Sue clarified and rarefied for the general public. And there is because it's easy to do it, it's also easy to do it wrong, and you have to be careful about that. One of the big topics is also, because there's so many people that jumped on the bandwagon, domain authority stacking on Fiverr, hope I spelled that right, and Fiverr-like sites. Should you buy domain authority stacking from those sites? In fact, we even had a couple of our members offering domain authority stacking for like $9 or something like that. And we talked to you about whether that's right or wrong on this replay, so jump in there and look at it. When I say right or wrong, I mean, we've talked about the need for standards. If we don't know, we can't recommend. And generally speaking, if somebody's offering it that inexpensively, it's probably not the real thing, generally speaking, okay? That's a general statement. And again, we're not here to attack all of you out there, entrepreneurs trying to make money. That is not my desire to have a monopoly on any concepts. This is just one of many, many concepts that Network Empire has, it's a drive-by shooting of ideas that we always have every year, and some of them catch on really strongly. Just make sure that if you're offering this as a service, if you're a service provider, please do take the domainauthorystacking.com course, and also do make sure that you're providing standards with that. What's working now, the future of domain authority stacking. Future courses and training, we are in the middle of creating a domain authority stacking advanced and updated for 2016. There has been some changes, okay? And we want you to be updated on those changes And yeah, so there's that. Okay, PBNs, do they have a future? What are they still good for? We talked about this in the Uncensored webinar last week. Just great stuff. Like this, it's really working to do the webinars in the way that we are. So just go ahead and sign up, either order the replay or jump in. Okay, weekly replays for active certification students. That is the advanced CLC and AT students. That's internal logo and lingo and rhetoric for certification level training. Webinar replay certification level 5. Level 4, week 5 is up. Those of you who took last week, I'll be seeing you tomorrow for week 6. We had a great conversation. Matt DeCruz actually showed his massive boost in rankings over a long period using the WR3 method. Matt is really expanding and rarefying this course. This is our certification level 4 course, automaticbroadcasting.com. And if you're not familiar with the automatic broadcasting course, it is all about RSS feed and safe SEO automation. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at that training. And epic fail. I've gone to Stack Overflow. You don't want to data mine on Stack Overflow too much. Here we go. Okay, automatic RSS content broadcasting certification level 4, free webinar. I do recommend that you go ahead and if you haven't seen the free webinar, just jump in. I think you'll really enjoy the team spirit and it'll open your eyes to the possibility of RSS. We've heard different things about RSS. Some questions. I was attending as a guest on another webinar where someone said that RSS is an old method of doing SEO, and that this type of thing, or that it's an old method of doing digital content. RSS stacks on top of XML, and XML is a standard. Nothing has moved in a massive way yet to pubs hubbub. I know that sounds like I'm stuttering, but that is actually how it's pronounced. Nothing has moved in that direction yet in terms of automation. It is a better system that Google is trying to get on board with, but that is years out. XML is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. RSS is another form of that. It's being reallocated. So hopefully I don't have to educate most of you on that. But RSS is super exciting because when you understand the stuff that Matt is showing you in the replays and in the live events, and when you jump in on this, you're going to be able to automate this massive network with SEO safety. We have Jimmy Kelley and Sue Bell on oversight for SEO, along with Matt's brilliance, who is pretty genius in SEO as well. And then we have my marketing stuff in there. So this is a great course. I think you'll enjoy it. If you would like to know more about it, do contact me on Skype, and I'm happy to help you with that. Let's see, where were we? Okay, so the current students of the certification level 4 training, please log into your members area and go ahead and grab this replay, okay? Jump in at any time. If you are not a member, jump in at any time. All replays are available because this is a perpetual mastermind training. Okay, hopefully you're familiar with the Network Empire's proprietary method of membership for our advanced training. We call it perpetual training. Once a member, always a member. We are not going to rehash and churn up the same old material and repackage it under the other sensational name. That's not what we do. We are building a school, a university that rolls and expands and migrates as technology rolls and expands and migrates. We roll with the changes. We keep the best team that I've ever worked with on top of the changes. It's Sue Bell, Matt DeCruz, Jimmy Kelley, Kevin Pauly, and now Mike Clay, who's not in this picture, is helping us in terms of how to sell that, modularize it, and keep it solid on the ground. We test all the products in the field to see if your clients will buy them, and if you're a business owner, we test them to see that they work for your rankings, for your traffic generation, and for your lead funnels. Very, very powerful stuff. Okay, so that's good. That's about that. So jump in. If you have any questions, please talk to us. All right, what else is going on? Here's the October calendar. I moved the calendar down this week in the newsletter because there's so much going on with the MDM, the $1 Million Business course. You can see on Wednesdays we have that, and some of the calendar, some of the webinars are not even listed. Thursday is tomorrow, as I speak today. And Matt is going to do certification week 6. And then, of course, we have 1:00 p.m. Uncensored. Now, one thing I want to point out about the calendar is you can click right on it. It's going to give you the sign-up attendee webinar sign up for this Uncensored. This one's going to be great. If you're interested in artificial intelligence, if you want to get in on the debate or the conversation about how AI is a ranking factor, if you want to talk about, the Humzilla is what we called it a year and a half ago type of stuff, I'm really hoping that Kevin Polly will be on there as well, because there is a significant amount of overlap between semantic web technology and artificial intelligence, or at least machine learning, at least soft AI. And we're going to get into it. This brain technology they've got is definitely part of something that's happening. Reservations required for certification level courses launching soon. We're moving on to the next topic. Want to make you clear that automatic video traffic training, my favorite course, it's one of my brainchilds. It's how to generate 1 billion pages in a few months with content that Google loves using something called engagement rank. Engagement rank is all about giving Google what it loves. And what does it love? Well, more and more it's moving towards engagement. Engagement is, do you keep the eyeballs on the page? By any means possible and necessary. Doesn't really matter how they're staying there. Now, it matters how they're staying there for your business, whether they'll click the buy button or click your banner if you're an ad network. But the bottom line is still that what Google is caring more and more about is engagement rank. Jimmy Kelley and I talk about this a lot. Sue Bell and I talk about this a lot. And the rest of the team utilize this. And you can go to engagement-rank.com if you want to learn more about this topic, because it's huge. I do recommend that you join this course because it is the amount of energy that we've put into that course well exceeds the value in the marketplace. And with it comes a variety of automatic technology, such as Video Kraken Automator and Video Kraken Unlimited, meaning you have been trained to generate literally millions of pages that are safe, and we know we can hand you our harder technology. We took Video Kraken Unlimited off the market unless you're a graduate from this course, and also you'll be the first to get access to Video Kraken Dominator in 2016. So you're really going to, which is going to be full curated and remixed content. So you're really going to want to be a part of this community. This course, I could launch a whole company I thought about it. I could launch a whole company just on this training course on its own. Okay, so we offer you a lot of rich media, a lot of rich material, software, and technologies in there. And I can't even begin to get into it since this is just a newsletter, but I'm biased. I love this course. It's my favorite. Special announcements and offers. Email deliverability, free report and context. Many of you already know Network Empire team member Kevin Polly, semantic web expert. I talk about him a lot. I'll probably put his image up here before I launch the newsletter. He owns a company called ARP Reach. I believe I pronounced it correctly. ARP. It's a self-hosted autoresponder service for those who have outgrown Aweber and other types of what I would say basic consumer grade autoresponders. Kevin, as you know, anybody who knows Kevin, he's very sophisticated technologically. He's taught me a ton about technology. I don't have the geek level that he has. He runs the hosting shop in the UK for our automatic pin vid sites with, you get a few free weeks in the automatic video traffic course. And you're going to want to jump in and just watch this video. I interviewed him. Email deliverability, I believe, is going to be a huge trend. And he, again, outside of the semantic stuff, is a master at this. I'm learning stuff from him right now. A lot of the times email deliverability is down, and a lot of the times the consumer-based autoresponder companies shut big internet marketers and big agencies down if they have too many complaint rates. And sometimes those complaint rates are still fairly minuscule. And I'm not really picking on Aweber or anything like that. I'm just letting you know that there is a lot to learn about email deliverability and self-hosted autoresponders. We are moving in that direction because some of the clients we work with have lists where they need more than these consumer services can provide. They need to self-host. They need to back up their own. They need to have their own email deliverability scrubs. And ARP Reach provides that. Okay, so this is a contest and a 5-minute interview with Kevin. You will learn about email deliverability. I am lobbying at this point to move this into a training course at some point into Network Empire, but we will see. So it's free to enter the competition. I thought it would be fun because this is a company that we know, love, and trust because it's Kevin's. and he is a significant part of the Network Empire team. And if you want to win 144,000 email addresses, getting scrubbed for deliverability and authenticity, and at the same time learn a ton on this free report, which I actually learned several things, you're going to want to grab this. So Kevin wanted me to toss that in, and of course I have for you. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Now the big thing is, let's go back to the lead today. The lead is this week's Friday Uncensored, Network Empire Uncensored. Jump in, click the link below, sign up for the webinar. All you got to do is scroll down. This is the call to action. All you got to do is scroll down, okay, and click on the Uncensored Friday webinar, and you can just sign up directly with GoToMeeting. Okay, in closing, some of you have asked about the successes we're having in the Sell Blueprints First. Sell Blueprints First, I believe, is $249 a month and comes with the software and the blueprints and the how-tos, and we're adding amazing content that Mike and Sue and myself have created. Okay, we have successful agencies. I'm really trying hard to keep track. I'm not feeling like super great about the speed with which I'm putting these blog posts together, but because there's so much happening. This is a new agency. Marvin Webster has launched his digital marketing agency. He's doing quite well. We also have, I'd like to put a shout out to one of our students in the $1 million business in 18 months. This is Don. Don is becoming a rock star of the Network Empire community, especially the Sell Blueprints First. $2,400 plus maintenance. His company is called Summit Marketing. He's becoming the leading expert in his industry in this topic. Okay, he explains exactly how he came back from a meeting and got verbal approval for $2,400. I believe he has a contract now. This is before he provides any services, before he provides an SEO or traffic, guys. We're making sure you get paid, that your clients have gone way past the tripwire, they become customers, and you're only selling and providing value to already current customers. We're going to show you how that works, and if you're interested in that type of thing, this is the Sell Blueprints First course. Now, we don't have any announcements this week on software. Just know that we are in the final countdown moments of the video silo plugin. We had to fix a couple of more issues as a lot of software updates have occurred in WordPress and the rest. This is going to be seriously kick-ass. I want to shout out for Mike Hayden, who does a lot of the plugin development and insight and the fixes and keeping up with the changes for a video silo plugin, simple silo plugin, and deep silo plugin, as well as Video Kraken and anything else that we can get him to do. So thanks a lot, Mike Hayden, for that. And I'll make announcements next week. As soon as that goes out the door, we're actually going to have a bit of a webinar kickoff for the new video silo plugin. All right, this has been Russell Wright. This is Network Empire Newsletter of the Week for October 28th, 2015, and we will look forward to seeing you on Friday. Thank you.